Hi, I'm Scott Mackenzie and welcome to my September video blog. A week or two late, the reason being that I had a new addition to my family. So I've been a little bit busy, but right back into things again now. And hopefully this video blog will be able to shed some light on a few things for you. Three things to cover off today. The first one is, how's the market going? It's actually still very strong. We haven't seen prices push up for 2 or 3 months now, but open home numbers are good. While not as many properties are selling under the hammer, they are still selling quite soon after. And a good case last week was a property that came on the market that wasn't taken to auction, and on the Saturday evening it had a multi-offer of around about 4 offers, I think. Vivian and my team was able to sell that one conditionally on the Saturday night in the first week that it had been on the market. And if you look online, you'll see that there is a bit more stock available as we come into spring, but you'll also notice actually that if you go right to the very end of your suburb and see what properties have been on the longest, most of them won't have been on much longer than 6 or 8 weeks. So still a very strong market. We are seeing properties that are priced after auction and priced well, sell well. Buyers are still prepared to pay what they're worth. They're just not really prepared to go to auction, pay 50 or 100,000 above reserve. Market's very steady and quite strong. Number two, going forward, what would happen? What would I do if I was bringing a property to market right now? If it was my property, I'd still give auction a go. We still get a higher success rate at auction than we do any other method of sale, and it gives us that time in the market to assess what price we should put on it after if it doesn't sell. If you go straight out there with a price, it might sell quickly, you might overprice it, there's those risks, but putting your property on the market by auction gives you that chance to work towards a fixed date and get a lot of information from the market. And it's an unconditional sale. So the next thing I wanted to talk about today really was housing affordability. We've had a lot of talk in the media about housing affordability, especially around Auckland, and how it's getting a bit out of control. I don't make any statements or claims as to whether houses are unaffordable or affordable. It's really nothing to do with me. But what does frustrate me is when they start using the multiplier of household incomes, and be it that on the North Shore last year it was 10.2 times the average household income, and that is very steep. But you cannot compare, you cannot use that part of the equation without also including interest rates. Interest rates, the 2-year interest rate has dropped 74 basis points from last year. So someone earning the same amount last year as they are now is able to borrow a lot more with the same level of repayments, which means that they can afford to pay a higher price. Prices, income, and interest rates are the 3 parts of the equation. So you can't simply talk about income and prices. And a very good place to go if you are interested in that is interest.co.nz. Every month they have a home loan affordability report. This is the one here for the North Shore, and it's very good. It has first home buyers in certain age brackets and different earning brackets, purchasing properties with certain size deposits. There's a few assumptions in here, but it does take into account all of the different drivers of affordability, the house prices, the interest rates, and their incomes. This is a really good report. I would be looking at this one if I was interested in housing affordability, rather than just listening to sensationalist people on the radio or on TV saying Auckland house prices are 10 times incomes. You go back to the 1980s when house prices were 3 times household incomes, and consider for a second that interest rates topped out in the late 80s at over 20%. We're down around 4.15% for a 2-year rate at the moment. So I wouldn't be listening too much to those reports. If you're really interested in it, I'd be taking an interest in this type of report, which is a lot more in depth. So that's what I wanted to say. That's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Trying to do these monthly, and hopefully I'll have another one for you in a few weeks. Thank you.